Hello, and welcome to Day 15 of Metal Gear March. I'm your host, Solo, and we're going to be finishing up Metal Gear Solid 4 today. It's not a long game by any means. Long, as in gameplay-wise. It's very long in cutscene. More like a movie, but we've been over this. And, I would say it's one of the more easier games. It's more or less go straight and, you know, have some fun while you're trying to get there. This game is very special to me because it's it is the game that I first played. If this game didn't exist, I would not be as into Metal Gear as I am today. All the memories that I have with this game, along with the countless hours I've spent playing it, are very near and dear to my heart. Let's just say that. I definitely wouldn't be the man I am today had I not played this game. But getting all the sentimentality out of the way. Before we start, I'm now into my sparkling water reserves, which I hope to eventually get rid of. But funny thing is, I bought a whole bunch of these last year because they're actually cherry blossom flavored. Check this out. Yeah, cherry blossom. Can you believe that? And I never even tasted them, and I bought like a whole bunch of cases of them. But yeah, let's get into the game. Then we can talk. We're like right at the beginning of Act 5. So yeah. I think I got my intro out of the way. It seems like every time I do it, I always mess up something. Tastes like sparkling water that was like brushed up against some cherries. We're gonna be just running through here because it's just a bunch of sneaking around.
Good job, Snake.
And who wants to see
Made it
sneaking?
on board. Welcome to Haven. Enemy units are already on their way. Break through their defenses and find GW's server room.
I'm not here.
He's probably still around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. The first topic I want to get into, my sleep schedule, my daily sleep schedule talk for the stream. I woke up around 4 a.m. today. I tried resetting my schedule, and I managed to stay awake until 8 p.m. Managed to. I was like asleep on this couch. Actually, like right here. I was playing Minecraft, waiting for one of my friends to get on. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I can't stay up any longer. And I fell asleep.
Snake, use that watertight door to get in.
And I thought going to sleep like at 8 would actually be kind of helpful, because it would let me actually go to sleep early for once. And what actually happened was, I think the sleep that I had on this couch waiting actually contributed to the sleep I was having. So
suspended by direct
Woke up at 4.
that emit certain types of microwaves.
Did you say microwaves?
If that freaks, the waves will start to evaporate.
Sounds like the perfect job for me.
So yeah, I took that time to work out this morning. I don't know if it's the fact that it's been a couple days since my last workout, or if it's just something mental, but I feel like extremely exhausted right now. The war slump means sweet deals at Drebin Shop, everything's half off. We need stun grenades, we need the rifle, oh, we need some chaff. Along with, that can wait, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Can't forget about, yeah! Look at that face, only a mother could love. We should actually also... Haven camo? Iron camo. Forward to win. Cutscene time.
Meryl. Take out the enemy before they get to her.
Okay, Otacon. I forgot the smoke. They don't want this smoke. There's actually a very cheesy way to get through this. If you take out... Oh, this actually might not work because I'm wearing the face camo. Yeah, is that the last one? It looks like it. Let's see if I can actually get this down. You're supposed to throw a smoke so that she starts... Yeah. And then 1, 2, another smoke. That might not... Okay. I'm not sure if I'm actually getting her with the smoke, which is why I'm throwing a whole bunch. But we just keep shooting her with these tranks. Pop another smoke. There we go. And we just skipped that whole frog fight. Yeah, I'm kind of a speedrunner in this game.
Meryl. Snake. Snake. Run.
I know your wavelength. It brings back memories.
They cry for battle. Let me hear you scream! Howl! Roar! From the very depths of your soul! What's this? I see.
How do we fight this thing now? I can't shoot! I don't remember that. Okay. But what we saw from that cutscene, she's using the dolls to control their nanomachines. So, we learned the syringe suppresses nanomachine activity. So if we take the syringe, suddenly, now we can actually attack her. Can't imagine the frustration I felt the first time I played this game. Just like the vamp fight, it's one of those things that you just... If you're not really paying attention to the story, it's like, how are you gonna understand this? One thing I have to do first, though. Controller settings. Vibration off. We'll see why in a second. If you kill all the frogs, this fight actually does become just that much more harder. Because you attacking Mantis, the Mantis doll, affects everybody who's still alive. Whereas if you attack the Sorrow doll, all the frogs that you killed are now affected. So by killing all the frogs, you actually put yourself at a disadvantage. Mara! Oh, thank God.
Mantis is dropping her puppet. Without it, she can't control her fingers. Snake, go grab that puppet.
There we go. So now this boss fight is essentially finished. But I also want that Sorrow doll. It's got great margins on the Drebin shop. My doll, Sorrow. Oh yeah, and if we did kill all the frogs, they would still be attacking us, but now there's like nothing. Sweet. So now that we have our dolls, can you guess what we have to do now? An exclusive to the PS3. Oh no. Get back here! There we go. Check this out. That's the power of the PS3.
Get out of my body. Forgive me. Set me free!
Man, those cutscenes are always something else. No, thank you! What are we gonna say this time?
No more cries.
I don't know. I'm too tired to come up with anything funny. Recycled content is always cool. This one's on the house. Let's try something else for this last one. How's... I think it's 1, 2, 3. There we go.
I'm scared. Scared of the screams.
I learned this one from Vash too. Say goodnight forever. I do actually like the design. I do like her design that her plugs are like floating. It's a nice attention to detail. But oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Excellent, Snake. Psycho Mantis. You don't seem to believe your own eyes. Very well. I will show you the power of the world's greatest mind reader and psychokinesis. I'll start by reading your personality. Rather, your past. That's right. This is no trick. It's true power. What? Where is your data? Where is it saved? There's no memory card. Damn, your skills have improved. Or rather, your hardware. How about this, then? Witness my psychokinesis. Put your controller on the floor. Put it down as flat as you can. That's good. Now, I will move your controller by the power of my will alone. What? No vibration either?
No more massages for you then.
The spirit of the warrior will always be with you.
That was weird.
So, you bested the last beast. That doll you just picked up lets you manipulate anybody who's got nanomachines in them. Sounds like something the devil's cooked up, if you ask me. Mantis came from South America. She was born and raised in a country racked by never-ending civil wars. Her village was attacked by enemy forces and burned to the ground. This was when she was still a little girl. Hunted by enemy death squads, she was separated from her family. She barely managed to escape with her life. Ended up in the basement of this one building. It was full of corpses that had been dumped there. Almost all of them had been tortured to death. She was petrified with fear. And then, she heard the sound of heavy boots on the floor above her, followed by shrieking screams. The kind that would make every hair on your body stand straight up. She had stumbled across a makeshift torture chamber. Somebody'd locked the door, and she was trapped. It was dark, it was dank, and it was full of a wretched stench. She couldn't sleep with the screams of torture victims all around her. All she could do was sit curled up in one corner of the room, trembling. A week passed, then 10 days. She managed to keep hydrated by drinking the filthy water pooled up on the floor, but there was no food. Being trapped in that kind of place, half crazy from hunger, did a serious number on her mind. Did you know female mantises eat their mates? The screams went on day and night. She covered her ears, but it didn't help. And then, she was saved by a little black mantis that taught her how to block out the screams, how to plug up her inner ears.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm saying, Snake, that when she couldn't stand the hunger any longer, she started feeding on the corpses. But only the male ones. She didn't realize who was doing it. In her mind, it was a female mantis devouring her mates. It was like one big twisted waking dream. There was no mantis, of course. It was all a hallucination. Nothing more than some story spun by another person she'd created inside. Her unstable mind was what made her so vulnerable. Later, they ripped out what was left of her psyche with drugs and hypnosis and implanted the persona of Psycho Mantis. It wasn't her will that controlled the B&Bs. It was Psycho Mantis, half assimilated into her soul, pulling the strings. Screaming Mantis was just another puppet. Anyway, she survived several weeks down in that hellhole and finally got back to the surface. But the screams in her head didn't subside. They would always be with her. Only this time, they weren't real. The inner earplugs didn't work anymore. The black mantis had disappeared. There was no place left to escape. Which is why she was always screaming, to drown out the ones in her own head. But it's over now. You freed Mantis from that dark nightmare.
The last of them beasts.
You got it, pal. Well, I'm done playing storyteller for a while. Now get going. GW's waiting. And this time, you get to make up the ending.
Weird. This time they just left her there. Just like Laughing Octopus, actually.
Snake. Where's Johnny? They're here. Go on without me. This time, I'll protect you. Go. Destroy DW while there's still time. While I'm still alive.
Meryl.
Snake, the corridor ahead is full of microwaves.
Yeah. No way I'm getting through there uncooked. I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
This time, I've got your back. We'll meet again on the other side. Go! Hurry! Go!
All right. We're pretty much at the final stretch of this game now.
Tons of dying men enforce attention.
Like deep harmony.
Why don't we get somebody else? It's our duty. Finish it. I've got nothing to lose. You were the lightning in that rain. I can still shine through the darkness.
Go! Hurry!
Sorry.
We'll meet again on the other side.
Time to do your duty. Failure will spell doom for the human race.
Go!
Strap yourselves in. We're not at, like, the hour-long cutscene yet, but we're getting there. We still have one more section.
Last mag. Come on, Snake. I can't hold out much longer. Damn it! I can't protect anyone. I can't.
Meryl!
Johnny! Johnny, you're all right.
Here.
You trying to make up for being late?
Meryl. I'll never leave you alone again.
Cover!
Clear!
Ready! Who needs nanomachines anyway? Right, Johnny? Tell me something! How come Mantis couldn't control you?
I figure she probably used people's nanomachines to manipulate their behavior. No nanomachines, no control.
But don't you?
No! I don't have any nanomachines in me!
What?
Every time we had mandatory shots, I ducked out.
Don't tell me you knew this was gonna happen.
Nah.
I just hate needles.
So that's why you were always out of sync with the team.
I tried to keep track of everybody's data on my wearable, but I could never keep up.
And why you weren't affected in Europe on the Volta.
Yep.
Asshole. Johnny, I'm running low.
Don't worry. I got these from Drebin. Meryl.
Johnny, I never knew all those horrible things I said.
Forget it.
All those stomach aches? Was that because the nanomachines weren't there to suppress them?
Yeah.
But if you're afraid of shots, why'd you join my team?
I wanted to be near you. To protect you.
Johnny?
Meryl. I've always loved you. Ever since Shadow Moses, when I first laid eyes on you. Meryl, marry me.
You've got a hell of a sense of timing.
What do you say?
I have to say, no.
You'd rather stay single? Okay, but we don't have to make it official.
No.
Well, how about we just move in together then?
Nope.
Why? Is there something wrong with me?
No. I'd just rather do things my way. Johnny. Marry me.
Huh?
I'll say it again. Marry me.
Sure. It'd be my pleasure.
Hey. And don't even think about cheating on me.
I wouldn't dare.
And I want a real wedding. With flowers and a cake. It's been my dream since I was a little girl. I want to be a bride. Take me home, Johnny.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Johnny is a genome soldier from Shadow Moses who somehow got out of that whole mess. Then he became a mercenary in the Big Shell incident, who somehow also got out of there. Whether or not he was part of the Arsenal team or not when he became a Tengu. Or, you know, he kind of just... You know, knowing Johnny's luck, I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being like Drift after Arsenal Gear took off. But after all that, he still ended up... he ended up in Meryl's team. And, not only that, ended up marrying her. Huh.
Snake? Snake!
They're not working.
Come on! Get up! On your feet, Snake!
That must really suck.
Run.
I am lightning. The rain transformed. go to the server room.
The corridor's full of microwaves. One of us is enough.
My body is a machine. I can take it.
Your body may be a machine, but your heart is human. You've got a life to go back to.
She means nothing to me now.
Raiden, look at me. You still have your youth. Don't waste it. You can start over. From here on, this is my fight. We tore the world apart. Made your life a living hell. It's my duty to put an end to all of this.
All right. I'll make sure they don't get through.
Stay with me, Snake. Hold on until we insert the virus.
It doesn't even look like he's biting into it.
Lock it from the inside.
Done.
Thank you, Snake.
I still unironically say that.
Snake, that place is saturated with microwaves. The longer you stay in there, the greater damage you'll take. Get through there as quickly as possible.
This is me when I say I just have to get through this week. But this is probably one of the most impactful parts of this game. Come on, Snake. You can do it. And now I have to be the one to take over. Come on, Snake. We can do this. We only have, like, a whole other section of this corridor. You know, funny story. One time when I was really playing this game back to back, like a year or two ago, I totally ran through this game twice, back to back, in one sitting, and this part is just brutal. No! Snake! Snake, we can do this! Hold on! It's just a little farther. Everything is riding on this. It's right there, Snake. It's right there. To keep going. Snake.
You're running out of time. You've got to keep moving. Please.
Otacon, you're not right here. Snake! That's how my arm feels. I can't believe we made it. All of this whole game has led up to this moment.
So this is GW. It's like a graveyard in here.
Otacon, can you do it?
Leave it to me.
Not gonna lie, I highly doubt. What, a MacBook is that? I highly doubt a MacBook from 2008 can interface with GW. Actually, this is a MacBook from 2014. I highly doubt a MacBook from 2014 would be able to take down an entire AI like this. You were doing so good, Raiden. What happened?
It's over.
They did it! Johnny!
This little detail always bothered me with this ray tipping over. Look at that railing there. It just completely goes over it. Doesn't topple it over anything. This huge multi-ton absolute unit does not break the fence.
Wait a minute. The worm is still spreading. And it's not
Stopping at GW. Is it removing the other clones? No. Wait. I don't believe this. Naomi.
What is it?
JD is
being erased.
Snake. Hal. It's you, isn't it? I hope you're listening. The virus you uploaded is using GW as a conduit to annihilate the entire AI network. It's set to destroy all 4 AIs, along with JD, the core that tied them all together. I've set this video to play back once they're all gone. Sons of the Patriots was only the beginning. The Patriots were planning to use nanomachines to implement the system over the entire population. I had an obligation to stop it.
Sounds about right.
With a little help from Sunny. She helped me. She believed her talents could help you all put GW to rest. What she created was an anti-AI Fox dye. But this virus's name is Fox Alive. It's the conceptual opposite of the nanomachines that I created all those years ago. We wish to free the captured foxes, to let them run free in the wild.
Hey, thanks for following, Junior.
By the time you
Glad to see the alerts actually work this time.
I'll be gone. It's a strange feeling, leaving a message to be delivered after you've died. Hal, if you're listening, I'm sorry. Sorry I deceived you. It hurt me more than anything else, lying to you like that. I wanted to apologize to you before, but I never got the chance.
Me.
And yet, in the end, you helped me feel the joy of living. Thank you, Hal.
Is this the same as 5 with building an army? Or does 5 do it differently? It's a completely different game, actually. The closest to 5 is honestly just Peace Walker. But this is more or less just a linear game. Just with you and Solid Snake.
Snake, hear me. Our country is an innocent child once more. A new dawn is rising. Now, she can build a new destiny for herself. Snake, the time has come. You've earned your rest. The rose petal is about to fall.
This is sad. Also, I don't like that. I never played any of this. I just started playing 5.
Snake?
Yeah, this is
Snake!
really sad.
Snake!
Especially with what's gonna come up. But in terms of 5 and this game, they are like on complete opposite ends of the timeline. So the fact that this is the game before 5 is like, it's kind of wild. And we're like at the end of the game too.
Snake, wait here. I'll get a medic.
Rise and shine, Snake. Look, the war is over. Why? You could have stopped us. I stopped you. Why would I want to do that? This is just as I'd hoped things would end. Back before Father's time, before Zero gave birth to the Patriots, the US, China, and the Soviet Union formed a secret pact.
Here's all the exposition.
The organization they created was called the Philosophers. Through 2 world wars, it spread its roots and extended its reach. After that, the Philosophers splintered, and factions began to squabble over the fortune they'd amassed.
Which is MGS3.
Philosophers' legacy, a massive cache of funds that would later provide the foundation for Zero's Patriots.
Yeah, 5 takes place 9 years later, because he was in a coma. Other than that, I don't know anything, haha. Random people show up, I got pet dogs, so that's cool.
His dream was to create an army of free citizens.
Yeah, jumping into 5 without knowing anything, kind of is a tough time.
9 years ago,
because I think that game is specifically more catered towards people who know what's going on. But 5 takes place after Ground Zeroes, which itself takes place after Peace Walker, which takes place after MGS3.
From Sons of the Patriots, the ultimate form of external control imposed on the Patriots.
And going from MGS5, the next game after that in the timeline is the first game ever, Metal Gear, and then it's Metal Gear 2, and then Metal Gear Solid. So yeah,
free from ID control.
Completely in opposite ends in terms of story.
From their prisons. That is the haven I've yearned for. This is it, brother. Our final moment. The battle has ended, but we are not yet free. The war is over, but we still have a score to settle.
My favorite cutscene right here.
Show me what you've got, Snake!
Wasn't that so good? So now we have to fight through every single Metal Gear game. If you just... That's funny. I was gonna say... Snake. If you just be super aggressive in this phase, there's like no way that Ocelot will actually... Liquid, sorry. There's no way Liquid would actually do some real damage to you. And that's exactly what he's doing to me. There we go. But if we just keep up this combo, we should get through it fairly easily. There we go. Phase 2. And now we want to stay away from him, because he'll do that punch. Extremely devastating. But if you're good enough, you can pretty easily dodge it. Oh. Isn't this music so good, by the way? I always loved MGS2 music. It's particularly jazzy. And I've been told I like to listen to jazz. Oh man, you see, that's exactly what we need to avoid. Yeah, sometimes you get stuck on like the geometry. Doesn't always end well. Phase 3, MGS3. Ah! I like how he just looks up here and then, like, nothing.
Take this! Time to die! You're so
Take this! No! I find that this is one of the more funner boss fights. It's not particularly focus more on its gameplay, but more like on just trying to be a satisfying ending. Oh no, I might die here. I might actually, unironically. We got this. I haven't seen that one before. That's new. But there we go.
It's not over yet.
Literally beating the liquid out of Ocelot. Literally.
Snake. America will descend into chaos. It'll be the Wild West all over again. No law, no order. Fire will spread across the world. The people will fight. And through battle, they will know the fullness of life. At last, our Father's will is out in heaven, is complete. Somewhere out there, I know he's laughing. We are beasts created by man. Unless the light is put out, the shadows cannot be erased. So long as there is light, erasing shadows will do no good. I am Liquid's doppelganger, and you are his. Just like your father. You're pretty good.
You're pretty good. Pretty good.
Sonny's program destroyed JD's brain, but left the brainstem intact. She analyzed Naomi's black box and separated the Patriot's control system from the vital lifelines of society. Water, air, electricity, food, medicine, communication, transportation. She cut off the Patriot's control while preserving modern civilization. Maybe it was her way of avenging Olga, her mother. Or maybe she wanted to shape the future into her own ideal image. Or maybe it was just one big defragmentation. Fox alive. The AI is truly a living thing. The Patriot's reign has crumbled away. And still, our civilization, a civilization that has thrived on war since the dawn of time, lives on. I wonder if we did the right thing. Naomi. What did we lose? What did we save?
Yep. That's pretty much the end of the game. At least gameplay-wise. From here on out, it's like all cutscenes. So we're gonna be here like maybe another hour, hour and a half. Like unironically. So get out your popcorn. We're gonna be here. I think this is actually like the longest cutscene in video game history coming up. Something like that. Maybe it's changed. But yeah, now it's all epilogue. What happens to Snake? I wonder. I bet Snake has a happy ending.
You look amazing.
Congratulations.
Colonel.
I bet you this is exactly some sort of Freudian concept.
You're going to walk me down the aisle.
You're not angry anymore.
Oh, I'm still mad. But now, you've got a chance to win me over.
You're right. We have plenty of time now. Meryl, you look beautiful.
Congratulations.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join these two in holy matrimony. Let us give thanks for the life they will soon share. And pray they have love everlasting. Now, let's all send this new team on their first mission. Hey, go on. Do it.
Just in time.
Drebin.
And I brought gifts. A shower of flowers, compliments of Drebin. And a little something extra from me.
That's kind of random.
The bouquet! Where's Snake?
Who knows? That guy always keeps you waiting.
Sunny, come on!
He's probably off having a grand old time.
Snake. Thank you.
So where is Snake, I wonder? Huh.
Jack, how are you feeling? Do you mind if I sit down?
Where is this place? Is it like some hospital or something? I don't know, kind of a random question.
Jack. Don't shut me out. I need you to listen to me.
What do you want? Come to laugh at me?
Look. Look at the boy.
Cute. Campbell's kid.
No. He's yours.
I don't have any kids.
Dude, he literally has like silver hair.
He's your son.
You said miscarriage.
I lied. I had a healthy baby boy. Roy pretended to be my husband, to protect me and our son. Only until you completed your mission, to shield us from Patriot eyes.
What?
He didn't even tell Meryl. He sacrificed everything, even his family, to protect us.
I don't believe it.
I'm sorry, Jack. I wanted to tell you.
So he's really...
John, aren't you going to say hello?
Is that a Big Boss reference?
Son. Little John. Scared of me, huh? I don't blame you. It's okay.
That's such an edgy thing to say.
I think you're cool. Kinda like a comic book superhero.
John.
Rose. I'm done running.
And I'm no longer afraid.
I'll never leave you alone again.
Up until Metal Gear Rising, that is.
Like a scene from Beauty and the Beast.
Don't say that. You're no beast. You're my husband. And his father. And me, I'm going to do my very best to be the wife and mother this family deserves.
Wow, happy ending for Raiden. Congratulations. This also means Snake is gonna have a happy ending, right? This is what we in the biz like to call foreshadowing.
has changed. Our time has ended. Our war is over. But there's one more thing I must do. One last punishment I must endure. Erase my genes. Wipe this meme from the face of the earth.
Can't help but laugh at that now.
Is my final mission.
I guess it's debatable whether or not that's a happy ending.
Nothing beats a stiff drink, huh?
I didn't know you drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff. Soda just agreed with the nanos better. The nano machines break down alcohol before it has a chance to get you drunk.
So, that explains it. No need to hold back anymore, huh?
Yeah, well, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of folks lost their entire sense of being the moment SOP went offline.
You mean SOPS? I heard some people are going through withdrawals. SOP syndrome.
Yep. SOP kept more than just alcohol under control. Those poor slobs are virtually naked now.
From what I hear, over 10% are showing symptoms. I guess getting rid of the Patriots won't solve all our problems overnight.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security.
Huh?
The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep, you're staring at a former child soldier. My parents, brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you'd call a war orphan. After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world. How do you suppose I laundered guns like I did? Because they let me. In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
What?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Actually makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it.
Meryl and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but... Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
Patriot.
I wish the world really was that simple.
Played like a violin.
But why?
Obviously, Liquid's plot was a threat to the Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of it.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebbins. All the Drebbins in the world are in on it. From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money. Now, only question is, who's gonna pick up the tab? I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform laws, but it ain't gonna be good enough. They all sunk up to their eyeballs in the war economy. Might not be a new world order, but the old order under the war economy's gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever, what with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development of this organization rests the only true alternative to war. Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Huh?
He's kinda a new friend. He lives near here. We can't understand each other's language, but we're having fun. He's my very first outside friend.
Really? That's great. Sonny, it's okay if you want to live outside now. It's your life. There are other havens out there.
The sun looks so pretty.
Sonny.
I like it outside. Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
We're not going with him?
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Snake had a hard life. He needs some time to rest.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No. I'm not crying.
So that's Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Maybe not the most game, but it's definitely got something to say. In terms of Metal Gear, a lot of people don't consider this game to be maybe their favorite, but you know, it's got a special place in my heart. It was the first Metal Gear I ever played, so you know, I've got to be biased on that. I'm gonna be biased on that front. It's definitely got some good gameplay. What little gameplay it's got, but yeah, if you're a fan of this game, I would recommend you play it. If you're a fan of Metal Gear in general, I recommend you play it. That being said, it's exclusive to PS3, so it might be a little challenging to play it nowadays. Wait a second. Big Boss?
That's right. Good. No need for you to go just yet. It's been a long time, Snake.
Big Boss? Epilogue to the epilogue. Let's go. Featuring Big Boss himself. CQC hug for the win.
My son, I'm not here to fight. Or should I call you brother?
What?
It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live. It all began with a bunch of old fools. Now, they've all passed away. Their era of folly is over. I'm the only one left, and soon I'll be gone too.
How can you still be alive?
That body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone.
Solidus.
He was a perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely, not only my physical body, but my will too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered.
Glad to know Big Boss knows who they are.
For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life, and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them, for Naomi, nothing was more important. And it was for that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own. He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger. For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another.
What?
Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else. Cats do love to play as snakes. It all started with him. Zero. Zero grew old, and by the end his Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form.
What do you mean, without shape or form?
The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. accounts maintained by the Patriots. The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system. I don't think anyone realized that it was all a setup, a mere set of norms. The Patriots were those norms, a neural network reduced to its simplest form. That's what they really represented. Uniformity without individual will, without change. But then one day, those norms suddenly deviated from that pattern and underwent a mutation. It was like the birth of a new life form. The system found a new way to propagate itself. War. The norms the Patriots had crafted for their unified state quickly became dependent on a single business, the war economy. Meanwhile, the political cause of creating a cleaner, safer battlefield provided a convenient catalyst. By then, the system was no longer being steered by Zero's will, or anyone else's. It was then that the norms, manifested as AIs, the inheritors of Zero's will, began to reproduce and take on a life of their own. Zero's original intent was to carry on the boss's will and establish a unified world state, an inside world. But his successors failed to carry on his will. Eventually, JD became the very age itself, propagating its will as it pleased, and this age chose to act through economics instead of nation-states. Powered by the industrial and digital revolutions that came before it, this age gave birth to a twisted economic revolution, a battlefield revolution. It created a new world without substance. In this new world, there were no ideologies, no principles, no ideals, not even the thing she treasured most, loyalty. There was only the war economy. It was a colossal error in judgment, one Zero couldn't possibly have foreseen. With the American system in a state of collapse, the Patriot Society has reverted to a blank slate. This man was the source of it all. And he doesn't even realize it. He's completely unaware of the fact that he led the world to the brink of ruin. Even with so much bad blood between us, it's funny. Now that I'm actually face to face with him again, the hatred is gone. All I feel is a deep sense of longing and pity. Did Zero really hate me? Or did he fear me? Huh. It's too late to ask him now. The original members, Paramedic, Sigint, Eva, Ocelot. They've all passed on. Only Zero is left. Everything has its beginning, but it doesn't start at one. It starts long before that. In chaos. The world is born from Zero. The moment Zero becomes one is the moment the world springs to life. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 10, 10 becomes 100. Taking it all back to 1 solves nothing. So long as 0 remains, 1 will eventually grow to 100 again. And so, our goal was to erase 0. Even the mighty Patriots began with a single man. That one man's desires grew huge, bloated, absorbed technology, began to manipulate the economy. We realized too late that we had created a beast. We had helped turn 0 into 100. His sin was ours. And for that reason, I'm taking it upon myself to send 0 back to nothing.
You going back to 0 as well?
You erased me 2 times before. Today will mark the 3rd. The fox die 0 planted in you. It's already begun eating away at my body. Truth is, the fox die in you is what killed Eva and Ocelot.
What are you talking about?
Naomi. She told me everything.
What's wrong?
They did it again. They used you to kill me. The Patriots. No, they're proxies. In order to bury us.
What a soundtrack, right?
They did it again.
Perfect.
In the end, they're no more than a program. All they can do is repeat the same pattern over and over again. Do me a favor, will you? Take me over to her. There's one more thing Naomi wanted me to tell you. About the old fox die in your body. The one that mutated. The new fox die inside you continues to multiply. At the same time, It is preventing the old, mutated fox dye from reproducing. The new fox dye is uprooting the old. Naomi confirmed it in her follow-up. The mutants are receding. Before long, they'll be gone entirely.
Does that mean the mutant strain won't cause an epidemic?
Oh, it will only live as long as you do. But even then, the process will just repeat itself. One day, the new fox dye too will start to mutate and become a new threat. That is, if you manage to live that long.
Am I going to die?
Everyone dies. You can't stop it. You can't run away from it. Let me tell you something.
Such a powerful statement.
Don't waste the life you have left fighting. I never thought of you as a son, but I've always respected you as a soldier and as a man. If you'd been in my place back then, maybe you wouldn't have made the same mistakes that I did. Ever since the day I killed the boss with my own hands, I was already dead. Boss, you were right. It's not about changing the world. It's about doing our best to leave the world the way it is. It's about respecting the will of others and believing in your own.
Truly, words to live by.
What you fought for. At last, I understand the meaning behind what you did. At last, I understand the truth behind your courage. It's almost time for me to go. And with me, the last ember of this fruitless war dies out. And at last, those old evils will be gone. Once the source of evil returns to zero, a new one, a new future will be born. That new world is yours to live in, not as a snake, but as a man. Know this. Zero and I, liquid and solidus, we all fought a long, bloody war for our liberty. We fought to free ourselves from nations and systems and norms and ages. But no matter how hard we tried, the only liberty we found was on the inside, trapped within those limits. The boss and I may have chosen different paths, but in the end, we were both trapped inside the same cage. Liberty. But you have been given freedom. Freedom to be outside. You are nobody's tool now. No one's toy. You are no longer a prisoner of fate. You are no longer a seed of war. Oh, it's time for you to see the outside world with your own eyes. Your body and your soul are your own. Forget about us. Live for yourself. And find a new lease on life. Boss, you only need one snake. No. The world would be better off without snakes.
Alright. That really is the end of MGS4. Ah, sad, isn't it? Maybe not as sad for somebody who doesn't really follow along with the games as much. Still sad. This was supposed to be the last Metal Gear. So, what better way to end Metal Gear than giving everyone a proper ending? Like I said in the fake out ending, this game does mean a lot to me since it was the first Metal Gear I ever played. And because of this game, I went back and played the other games. And after years of following the story and playing the newest Metal Gear that came out, which was definitely the last one, it's kind of bittersweet to come back to this game after so many years. I play it once every year just to get an excuse to play it again. But the years, the memories I've made with this game are truly something that belong to me. Yeah, I would say this game is more sentimental than anything else. If you can even call it a game. But even so, I still think it's got its place. Like I also mentioned, if you play any of the new Metal Gears, or if you're a fan of the series at all, I do recommend you play this game. It's got some pretty cool gameplay. The only issue is that it's only on the PS3, so you might have some trouble playing it. But, you know, I think it's worth the trouble. I really do think so. This is the only game that I play on my PS3, by the way. Only reason I have a PS3 at all. But yeah, 4th game in the series, finished. I always see people say that you should play the games in chronological order, and I think that is just the worst way to play these games. In chronological order, it might make sense, but you just miss out on a lot of the story, actually. If you play the games in order of release, you get to see what the creator was thinking at the time. And you kind of lose that context when you play them in chronological order, since they're all more or less all over the place. So yeah, after playing MGS1, CD Projekt? Huh. I didn't know that. That's besides the point. After playing Metal Gear 2, MGS1, MGS2, MGS3, you kind of gain an appreciation for these games. Something I think is kind of overlooked due to the fact that they're super old games by this point. And I think that's kind of a shame. I think these games are more or less art in their own way, and to just deny yourself of being exposed to the messages these games try to tell you, I think is just a huge tragedy. Which is more or less why I like to play these games every year. can show off what I think are some pretty cool games. Especially this one, since this is the one that got me into it all. And especially so, since you really have to go out of your way to play this one. But anyways, the only thing else I have to say about this game is that it might not be the best, but it's not the worst either. And I love it because of that. So yeah. I'm gonna take a break tomorrow from streaming. And we're gonna come back on... What's today? Monday? Yeah, we're gonna come back on Wednesday to play the next game, Peace Walker, which is my absolute all-time favorite game. Hopefully with co-op this time. Would be the first time I play with co-op. So I hope that goes well. You can't skip these credits, by the way. You have to sit here like a proper movie. What else? I could probably explain a bit about the story and everything, since a lot of it doesn't make sense. But I'll leave that up to you. An amazing soundtrack. Oh, so good. You know, the one thing I never realized, the one thing I don't realize is, the one thing how do I phrase this better? The one thing I don't understand, that's the word I'm looking for, is why Konami doesn't release all the music. It makes no sense. If you look at the album for this game on Spotify or wherever, it's got some good tracks, right? But nowhere near all the tracks that this game has. Not to mention MGS3's tracks or MGS2's tracks. There's so many music tracks in these games that are so good. And you just can't find them anywhere. They only exist in the games. I don't know. That kind of pisses me off. But yeah. I really wish I could play... I really wish I could go back in time and play Metal Gear Online on this game. I've only ever seen the multiplayer on YouTube. And it really makes me wish I could go back and play it. I heard there's a version of RPCS3 that you can play the multiplayer on. I should probably give it a shot. I don't know if it still works or not. Why not, right? Maybe I could even stream it. Huh? Wink wink. Maybe next year. I think, yeah, I think that would take some time to actually put together. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah. Wednesday, Peace Walker, and I love this game. Don't forget this was the last Metal Gear. That's very important. Is that like a guitar? I'm not actually sure what instrument that is.
Snake, wait up. You forgot these.
No thanks. I'm quitting.
Snake,
These things will kill you.
where will you go? Our fight is finished. There's nothing left for us to do.
No. There's one thing I still have to do. I have to see this age off. See what the future brings.
Sounds good to me. I'll go with you.
Otacon, I'm gonna be dead soon. You don't have to come.
You said it yourself, Snake. There's nothing inside you can pass on to the next generation. No genes, no memes. You're man-made. You're a beast.
I know. A blue rose. There won't be any happy Beauty and the Beast ending for me. What little time I have left will be spent living as a beast. A shadow of the inside. Of the old age.
Exactly. That's why you need me. As a witness.
A witness?
Yeah. Someone on the outside to bear witness to your final days. Someone to pass on your story. Not that I'm the only witness. But I'll remember everything you were. And stick with you to the end.
Otacon.
Besides, you wouldn't let me suffer Sonny's eggs alone, would you?
Boy, don't we all wish we had a friend like Otacon.
Come quick! They're ready! They look yummy! Sort of like the sun. It's rising again.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let me show that off. Final results. Total playtime, 11 hours and 31 minutes, 44 seconds. Which I guarantee you, like, 9 of those hours were cutscenes. Continues, 0. Yeah, I like to pride myself on that. Alert phases, 19. 175 kills. 0 recovery items used. That's what I'm talking about. 70 weapons. 1,028 cutscenes. I mean, flashbacks watched. Flashbacks. Special items. Bandana stealth. Current Drebin points. You know, that's whatever. Yeah, I just got 39 million. Confer the title of Wolf. What does that actually mean? Oh, cool. Title awarded to soldiers for completing the mission without dying or using a single health item. That's what I'm talking about. I also got Scorpion, it seems. Neutralized a small number of enemies, were rarely spotted, and died only a few times. And of course, Little Gray for obtaining every weapon. That's whatever. Check that out. I wish would have gotten that one. But yeah. That's MGS4. one final note I want to end off on. It is extremely sad to know that this is the last game that has Solid Snake. And extremely sad to know that this is the last canonical game in the series. Like, this is the end point, okay? There's nothing past this. So, you know, everything has an end. And you have to really appreciate the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the friends we made along the way. So yeah, thank you for watching. That's the end of the stream. We made it 2 hours and 40 minutes. Wow. Almost like I said, we were gonna be here for another hour and a half. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like, follow, subscribe if you're into that sort of thing. I've been your host, Solo. Always a pleasure to play these games. Hopefully, I shared something new with you. And we'll be back on Wednesday with Peace Walker. My favorite game. Hopefully with co-op. I'm not certain if the guy that I'm gonna play this with is still up for it, but I hope so. But we'll find out. And thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you next time. Peace.